Hey guys, how's it going again? Today, just wanted to take you through some chord ideas in the key of A, especially with certain worship songs that you might want to play in the key of A. So, let's get straight into it. Now, of course, your A chord is right there, 2nd fret, 1, 2, 3. That's the way that you would normally play it. Okay, and then other chords in the key of A, often you have D, and then E, and then often you have an F sharp minor, which is right here. Now if you want to play the full F sharp minor, it's a bar chord. You bar the 2nd fret there, the whole thing, every string, and then you put your ring finger on the 5th string, 4th fret, and then just underneath it is your pinky finger right there, okay? Like that. So you've got, which is a tricky chord to grab when you're learning guitar. So I'm going to show you some easier ways to do that today. But that's normally what you'd play for a full F sharp minor, sorry. Not an F minor, F sharp minor. So A, D, E, F sharp minor. Now you can play, last time we did How Great Is Our God, and you can also play How Great Is Our God in A if that's a better key for your voice if you're singing, leading worship. So you can play How great, sorry, is our God. Sing with me to the F sharp minor. How great is our God. Oh, we'll see to the D. How great to the E. Is our God. Okay? But there's a much nicer way to play it again. And this is what I do if I have to play that song in the key of A. So let me show you. Instead of playing a full A chord, it's actually much, well, it's easier and it sounds sweeter. Just take your ring finger off so you've got the top two strings open. So you're only playing the top part of the A chord right there. Hopefully you can see that okay. 1, 2. Okay, that's actually an A2. It's kind of a bit of a cheat, A2 or A add 9. The proper one is actually this. But this is kind of a cheat way to play it. But it's a really sweet sounding chord. And so if you want to play worship songs in the key of A, a nice way to do it is to, most of the time you keep these top 2 strings ringing again keeping that kind of same continuity of strings ringing throughout the song. Sounds really nice and sweet. So you can play that A. Now, how great is our God, sing with me. Now the next one is an F sharp minor. So instead of playing that nasty chord, which I'm sure you don't like grabbing that, you can play this. It's a very cheat way to play. It's not really a correct F sharp minor, but it sounds okay. It's kind of like an F sharp minor 7 suspended, I think. Technically it would be. It's got an added 4th in the chord there. But anyway, it doesn't matter, you don't care about that as long as it sounds good. So, you can play, it's basically the top part of the A chord there, and put your finger on the 6th string, 2nd fret there is your F sharp note. And again, you mute, basically you mute the 5th string there, okay? And then let the rest of it ring out. Alright? So you've got that. Great is our God, sing with me. And then you go to the D. Now, again, you can play a full D, that's okay. I like to drop the middle finger off, and you've got a D2 or D add 9. Again, a bit of a cheat, D add 9, but it's still the same kind of idea. Okay, so you let the top string ring open. and then to E. And I do a little thing which is an E suspended. Now that is so an E chord, E suspended, you just put your pinky on. Sorry, my bed is muffling the sound of the guitar. You put your pinky on the, what's that, your 3rd string, 2nd fret. Okay, pinky, that's an E. Add the pinky right there. You got it, it's a bit squishy, but you can get it in there. Okay, and you got it suspended. Okay, so this is what it sounds like with the A2. And you can play A with those fingers instead of these fingers if you want. Makes it a bit easier to grab the F sharp minor thing there. Okay, so you can play how great is our God. Sing with me how great. Hear that? Sounds nice and sweet. Is our God. Just putting the F sharp there. Oh, we'll see how D2. Okay, remember, take your middle finger off, let that string ring open. How great E suspended E. How great is our God. Okay, so you can do that for a lot of worship songs in the key of A. Let me just play it through one more time so you can hear it with the strumming. How great, A2, is our God. Sing with me, F sharp minor. How great is our God. Oh, we'll see how great, D2. How great, E suspended E, is our God. Okay? So that's a really nice, sweet sounding chord for anything in the key of A. And another song that you could do like that is The Stand. So I'll stand with arms high, heart abandoned, in awe of the one who gave it all. I'll stand. Instead of playing the full D, I like to play the D2. So play a D, take your middle finger off. I'll A2. Stand. Don't worry about my thumb again. I'm just using it. By the way, you can use your thumb if you don't want extra strings up the top there to ring. I just touch them with my thumb and it mutes them. That's why you see my thumb hanging over the top a lot. Okay? I'm not actually pushing it down. I'm just, well, sometimes I am depending on the chord. But I'm just muting that top string. So, D2, I'll stand, A2, E, then you just do a proper E there, high and high. Now that's an F sharp minor, but again I'm doing that kind of cheat F sharp minor, open F sharp minor shape, which is the A2 with the F sharp there, 2nd fret, 6th string. Okay, and you just got to mute that 5th string there, the A string, let it ring out. Okay, so D2, I'll stand, A2, E, high, hard up in F sharp minor, D, in all of the E, F sharp minor. Okay? One final thing, depending on your level, if you're a beginner this is going to be a little bit complicated, so forget it. You can just stick with this F sharp minor shape. Depending on what fingering you want to use, you can use that, these two fingers like an A2 chord plus the F sharp minor there. You can use that fingering for the F sharp minor, open F sharp minor, or you can use this one, those two. That like an A2 shape, plus your F sharp minor there. A fuller way, which I often play because it sounds a little bit nicer and a little bit fuller, to play an open F sharp minor is Okay, instead of playing that, you just grab the top 4 strings of the F sharp minor bar chord, and then you leave the bottom 4 strings, I should say, the bottom 4 strings. You put the notes in place, and then you leave the top 2 strings ringing open. I'll show you what I mean. The top part of an F sharp minor chord is bang, 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 and one more note which is here. Okay, now if you rearrange your fingers, instead of barring it, you play it individually. You can play that. Now the only way you're really going to get that F sharp note there is with your thumb. Bang! Okay? Now that's a bit of a tricky chord to grab, because you've got to put your thumb over the top and let these top 2 strings ring open. But beautiful sounding chord. Okay? So sometimes I will play that. That's a little tip for you. Instead, if you don't want to play that, if you want to play a fuller sounding chord and practice using your thumb, practice stretching a little bit, you can play that. Okay, so I'll stand with thumbs high and heart abandoned, in awe of the one who gave it all. I'll stand with soul, Lord, till you surrendered all. So I hope that just gives you a few more tips. If you have any comments or questions, just feel free to leave me a message on YouTube or Facebook, which I'll put this up as well. So God bless, guys. I hope that helps. See you next time.